Alright gamers, check this out. We may not have a date on Victoria 3 yet, but every map chat in the game already sees the writing on the wall. This game is trying to revolutionize the whole ass landscape of population simulators in an even bigger way than Imperator Rome didn't. Grand Strategy Sigmas the world over anxiously await the day when we can finally live out our childhood dream of pacifying 7.97 thousand Turkish Sunni aristocrats. But for now, we can only bide our time by watching funny internet men play every country in 1936 from A to Z, stopping only to feed on various Eastern European foods, drinking heavily all the while to forget about the Leviathan launch. But as much as I love mindless escapism, I'm concerned that the hype cycle for Victoria 3 hasn't broken into the mainstream and displaced Minecraft as the world's most wanted video game yet. You ask me, I say chess on Twitch is out and map games are in.
Content.
If there was anything the Olympics taught us this year, it's that sports are just people with weirdly powerful flesh prisons competing for circular metal. It's time for 100% of humanity's free time to be spent looking at maps, and that means it's time for y'all gamers to get ready for the greatest society simulator in the entire history of games that haven't been released yet. Today, I'm about to give you a tour of the best game that Paradox made in the dark ages of the early 2010s. And to do that, I'm going to create the most cursed 19th century society I can think of, and we can imagine how cool it's going to be when Victoria 3 releases in 30 years or whatever. Then we can easily get Vicky to a higher concurrent player count than World of Warcraft at its peak. So without further ado, here's a look at the map game connoisseur's pop simulator of choice. Our story begins, innocently enough, in an Egypt so big and so autocratic it would make Hosni Mubarak blush. Arab Spring? Hell nah, that's just what my boy Muhammad Ali has in his mattress. But your boy starts in a tough position. The Ottomans are out here the 7th greatest power, and they've got cores on, oh, Rabbi, Jesus, that's a lot of cores. Yeah, they're gonna be after our butts as soon as they're done taking Tripolis. Now, we've got mountains and shit up here, we could just try to fight them defensively, but they're a great power with a military-industrial complex, and we're, yeah. Now, if we're ever gonna stand any chance at all of beating the sick man of Europe, we gotta take our military from pathetic excuse for an army to just a regular bad excuse for an army. And that means I gotta straight up trash these irregular boys. My mans are pulling up to battle with sticks, bro. And I mean like branches, not the hip-hop kind. Let's talk budget. I don't think anyone really needs any money except for me, and that definitely includes the Navy. What the hell am I gonna use boats for? Most of my damn country's down south and we're still 30 years from the Suez Canal. There's actually a pretty decent number of Egyptians in 1836. I'm gonna hit Lower Egypt with some clergy because imams teach guys to read. And I don't know if y'all are big history buffs or not, but it's 1836 and no one can fucking read. Back to another problem we've already identified. Despite the fact that there's been civilization in Egypt for thousands of years, we're uncivilized. Lucky for us, there's gotta be like 10-11 people in the country trying to fix it. We get westernization progress every time we click a reform, and whatever intellectuals we got are generating 3.5 research points a day. Good stuff, only one problem. That's, not a whole fucking lot. I'm just gonna have to make a bunch of Egyptians read good, man. But just for the record, I've got almost one Arab in my family tree, and I think this uncivilized nation talks a little off-putting. I think Paradox made all their developers take a workplace sensitivity training class or something, cause now there's 4 different sexualities in Crusader Kings. Another thing I should do is retrain all of those stick bearers I just got rid of. Gosh, imagine you're an irregular soldier sweating his ass off in the Western Sahara and you hear you get to go home, but you don't get back and they tell you gotta come and serve again, except this time they give you warmer clothes. So I guess we could wait decades and decades for the Egyptian people to catch up to the Western world, but there's another way we can get research, and it's the same way man has always preferred to get new stuff. Taking it from the weak. I don't know what you think, but Ethiopia's out here looking mighty tasty to me. Now, pulling 100% of my army out of the north where I'm going to be attacked by the Ottomans any day might sound like a terrible strategy, but that's just because every way of dealing with the Ottomans sounds like a terrible strategy up until you've tried starting as Byzantium in 1444. So yeah, the Ottomans are just gonna walk right in and start taking all my garbage, but why would you wait for destiny when you can just rush to meet it? I'm holding down a surprising amount of money given that I'm a disorganized nightmare instead of a country. That having been said, I guess I could be making more money still if I just made the Caliph get a job at McDonald's. One thing I'm not doing so well is buying enough canned food. I can only get like 2 or 3 cans a day. It's a good thing I planned for a slow start since walking across the desert takes a million fucking years anyway. An important thing to keep in mind is that we're not in EU4 anymore, so we can't just declare unjustified wars. We live in a society now, you see? There's a decent chance that the international community won't mind us justifying a war of conquest since, who gives a fuck about this part of the world, right? But it's gonna be entirely up to blind luck whether or not I get less than, 20 infamy for this. Say, that's actually really generous considering I'm about to destroy an empire, loot its knowledge, and press its people into military service. Well, it was only a matter of time before these haters showed up. There's a chance I could fight defensively and hold them off till I get a white peace, I guess, but I'm just gonna do the smart thing and ignore this problem completely until it solves itself. Y'all enjoy those sheep? Shoes on the other foot now. Okay, let's do this nonsense. Time to make like Mussolini and gently persuade a bunch of Ethiopians to my cause. I'm pretty sure I could just chase these guys around the mountains and win that way, but we're on the internet here, so I better get a couple nutty stack wipes. Hey Reddit, rate my encirclement. Oh yeah, that's about as sexy as ethnocide gets, ladies and gentlemen. Now I just gotta convince them that I won the war by slowly occupying every goddamn province, and I won't make you watch a second of it. Look, peace offer. See, I told you this Ottoman problem was gonna solve itself. Man, it's just such a shame I gotta lose all those sheep. My only consolation is all of the other goddamn sheep. What's the matter, Ethiopia? You realizing you got a narrow pathway to victory? I'll just yoink all of that. And now look, who needs research when you can just steal all the knowledge in Ethiopia? Do I want to extend slavery? Well, slaves aren't as good as productive taxpayers in this game, and I'm gonna outlaw it pretty much as soon as I can. And also, I have it on good authority that slavery is bad and wrong. There's just one little thing. You see this modifier? I'm really trying to have it, but my people just aren't socially conscious enough. Luckily, I think I have just the way of making them so. Alright, we don't got a second to lose. The reckless conquest has got to continue before the Sultan decides he wants more free crap. Who am I gonna go for next? Well, Nejd has come a really long way since it changed the vowel to an E for some reason. Only problem's that I gotta risk another shitload of infamy. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I really expected more infamy than that though. Again, I guess the international community just don't give a damn about Arabian miners for some reason. Excellent, so with these guys violently driven from their ancestral homeland, I reckon we can pick up another reform. Believe it or not, the war machine ain't gonna slow down anytime soon, so more research points from Conquest don't sound half bad. So, am I gonna yoink on Hijaz or Yemen next? Well, that's as simple a question as whether I want more opium or more sheep. And let me tell you, sheep are a dime a dozen in this godforsaken desert wasteland. Plus, I've always kinda wanted to start an opioid crisis. Yeah, my luck with infamy was gonna run out sooner or later. I guess the international community cares considerably more about merciless conquest when there's opium at stake. Oh hey, their ally didn't join. I guess even the Arabian miners don't give a damn about the Arabian miners. Okay, this war's turning out a lot messier than I expected. It turns out Yemen is covered in goddamn mountains. Okay, I think it's finally time to... Oh. I forgot about fucking Socotra. Yeah, pain in the ass, but I can just sail over it. Oh. What the hell am I gonna use boats for? Right. It's cool, I can always... Oh god damn it, I'm not ready yet, bro! I'm thinking the smart thing to do is just wait patiently for my war score to tick, and I'll just let the Ottomans run around do whatever they want. Bros probably need the exercise. Okay, now for that yoinking I was talking about earlier. The yoinking will continue until morale improves. Now if you've ever played this game before, you already know I got big plans for West Africa. Yeah, Sokoto didn't put up much of a fight. And now that I've fragmented their people, we're smart enough to reform our whole-ass bureaucracy. And I do mean the whole ass. I'm gonna see about cleaning up Hijaz so as we can westernize already. Well, goddamn, I guess we hit the logical extreme of people not caring about Arabia. Not even a problem, smoke them like cigarettes, but you saw that coming. Alright, wagons west, motherfuckers. I'm already not loving what the capitalists are getting up to. Y'all are trying to build an ammunition factory when we got no sulfur and no way of getting any. But I guess I appreciate the initiative. Bruh, planned economy can't come soon enough, bro. So it's just now 1870 and I've pretty much finished spit roasting Sokoto, and our next research project is a big one. You know what's cool about machine guns? They make colonial negotiations a hell of a lot easier. Speaking of, looking like we have a shot at surviving in North Cameroon after all. A less oblivious player would have built some boats to get colonial power, but this is still a pretty good meme. God, finally someone wants smoke. There's already been 2 great wars I ain't even get to join. Don't worry, I got plans for vengeance, but right now, I'm gonna make like George Bush and start some mischief in Afghanistan. Now, Sind is apparently under the impression that they can just show up and cause a ruckus in my war zone. So while Russia does all the heavy lifting, I got some more shenanigans in mind. Too easy. That's what you get for not getting sphered by Britain while you had the chance, dumbass. Cool, the socialists won. That's one step closer to the glorious workers' utopia that I've decided Arabia wants now. Alright, check it. I think I found an opportunity to snag some cores back. I think enough people are gonna join me that Austria-Hungary's gonna get distracted for a while. I'm gonna go teach the Ottomans' vassals a lesson in respect. How dare you get forced into a war against me, fucking losers? Hey, looks like Austria-Hungary wants smoke after all. You guys should have stayed in Hungary's focus tree where you belong. Now you will be glazed. Well, I've come this far. Don't see why I can't just nab the rest of my cores from the poor scuffed bastards. Yeah, my mans have had enough. If you don't think those are the sexiest borders you've ever seen, you can get the hell up out of my face. Now that I've gone and straight up castrated the Ottomans, I'm just trying to build up the old industrial base. The capitalists built some dumb factories before the socialists took power, so I'm gonna have to do some nutty micro. Assuming I manage to summon the patience. Hey, neat, we made it to great power. That means we're in the home stretch. To celebrate our overwhelming clout, I'm gonna give the Hijazi people their freedom. Nah, just kidding. I wanted an Arab subject to form Arabia. We'll just annex those guys right back into our dope-ass cultural union.
Yeah, boy.
As long as I'm redrawing the Middle East to match my own whim, I guess I'll go ahead and free the Jews. I don't know why people think this is so hard. I just created lasting peace between Jews and Arabs in like 3 clicks. Good, our scientists finally discovered the Vanguard Party. It's only a matter of time now. Yo, our day of reckoning is finally here. Time to fight off all the rebels, right? Oh no, the rebels took our capital while I was distracted beating up this clown I rented. In a frankly astonishing turn of events, the Arabian Socialist Party has been systematically purged and a grand communist utopia declared. Oh man, that flag is looking kinda sexy. Well gamers, that's how I united Arabia, turned it communist, and cursed the entire Middle East for countless generations to come. As for the rest of the world, France did really well for itself in the scramble, that's real original. Britain released Canada, the US is... well, the US is something alright. It seems like South America really tried its best to make something interesting happen, but just lost faith in the idea. China westernized and then promptly decided not to become a great power or inherit its subjects. Now obviously I could keep playing this save if I wanted to. Still got a couple of decades left, I could try and get the rest of Arabia's cores, maybe go install communism all over the place. But for now I think the world is sufficiently ruined. If y'all are trying to see a follow-up where I do all that nonsense, I guess let me know downstairs. Meanwhile, go play Victoria 2 already, bro, goddamn.